You've been hidden, overlooked, underestimated. But heaven was preserving you, not punishing you. As God's chosen one, your life has been a divine setup, shielding you from the schemes meant to destroy you. Those who plotted against you never realized that every trap they laid was part of a greater plan for your elevation. In the shadows of their envy, you were being prepared to emerge stronger and more resilient than ever before. The world may have seen your struggles as setbacks, but heaven viewed them as stepping stones to your destiny. Your enemies thought they could outmaneuver you, but their efforts only highlighted your unbreakable spirit. You've wondered why life felt like a constant battle, with obstacles appearing at every corner. Those traps they set were designed to break you, but instead, they revealed your inner fortitude and faith. In moments of confusion, remember that God's timing is perfect, turning what was meant for harm into your advantage. The hardships you faced weren't punishments. They were lessons forging you into a warrior of light. Now the truth unfolds. Every scheme against you is collapsing under the weight of divine justice. It wasn't random misfortune. It was God's way of preparing you to witness the downfall of your adversaries. Your path has been divinely orchestrated, ensuring that every trap becomes a pitfall for those who set it. As you reflect on your journey, see how heaven was always one step ahead, protecting and guiding you. The hidden truth is that your preservation was intentional, setting the stage for their ultimate defeat. What sets you apart is your divine light, a force that renders their darkness powerless and ineffective. You're not ordinary. Your spirit carries a resilience that confounds and frustrates those who oppose you. In the face of their schemes, your uniqueness shines through, making you untouchable by their tactics. They can't comprehend the power within you, which turns their carefully laid plans into futile efforts. Your chosen status means you're equipped with an inner strength that no trap can diminish or destroy. Affirm your identity. You were selected by God to rise above, transforming adversity into triumph. You weren't abandoned. You were set apart to watch as every plot against you unravels spectacularly. In the chaos, God's hand was steady, ensuring that their traps become the chains that bind them. Reassure yourself. Your divine selection guarantees that no weapon formed against you will prosper. Every challenge you've endured has only solidified your role as the one who overcomes all opposition. Now embrace the core message. Every trap they set is now their own fall, as God's justice awakens. Their schemes are flipping back on them, paving the way for your destined victory and breakthrough. Feel the shift as divine intervention activates, turning what was meant to harm you into their undoing. In this moment, their traps are unraveling, exposing the futility of their attempts to hinder you. God's power is at work, ensuring that every snare they prepared ensnares them instead. You sense the change in the air, a spiritual momentum that declares your enemy's time is up. The divine shift has begun, pulling you forward while their plans disintegrate around them. Watch as their resistance crumbles, for it was built on fear and not on the solid foundation you possess. They tried to silence you because your chosen status exposed their weaknesses and insecurities. In their opposition, they revealed their own frailty, unable to withstand the light you carry. Every trap was a testament to their fear of your potential, which now leads to their inevitable downfall. Their attempts to oppose you only highlighted how powerless they are against God's anointed. It's time to awaken from the shadows and step into the fullness of your God-given purpose. No longer hide. Boldly claim your power and watch as their schemes dissolve before your eyes. Challenge yourself to rise, embracing the victory that awaits as you reject their manipulative tactics. Awaken your spirit and move forward, for every step you take dismantles their carefully laid traps. Declare your authority. You hold the power to overcome, turning their fall into your liberation. You don't need their validation. God's anointing in you ensures that their traps become their prisons. Stand tall and declare your strength, knowing that every scheme against you seals their defeat. Your power is divine, making you impervious to the strategies they thought would conquer you. With God's backing, you can face any opposition as their traps rebound and ensnare them instead. Declare it boldly. No force can stand against you, for heaven fights on your behalf. Your existence alone is a threat to their plans, empowering you to walk in unstoppable victory. Repeat your identity. You are God's chosen one, destined to see every enemy fall by their own devices. Deep down, they know your status makes them vulnerable, leading to their inevitable retreat. Echo the truth. As God's chosen, your light exposes and defeats the darkness they embody. Affirm again, you are not alone. Divine forces are aligning to ensure their traps fail spectacularly. Your chosen identity is your shield, turning every attack into a step toward their downfall. They sense it too. Your presence signals the end of their reign and the dawn of your triumph. End this cycle by embracing your role, God's chosen one, breaker of chains and traps. If this resonates, take action now, stepping into the victory God has prepared for you. Don't ignore the stir in your soul. It's a call to rise and claim your place in destiny. Share your story, for in doing so, you inspire others to recognize their own chosen paths. Your time of victory is here. Embrace it fully and watch as their traps turn against them. As God's chosen, your journey is one of redemption, where every obstacle becomes a milestone. Remember, the preservation you've experienced was heaven's way of arming you for battle. Those who underestimated you will soon witness the power of divine reversal in action. Every hidden moment was preparation, building your resilience against their futile schemes. In the face of adversity, hold fast to your identity, for it guarantees their ultimate fall. Your spirit, overlooked by them, is now rising, turning the tables on every plot conceived. Heaven's timing is impeccable, ensuring that their traps spring back with precision. Visualize the shift, their carefully laid nets ensnaring only themselves, not you. As a chosen one, your path is illuminated, revealing the weaknesses in their strategies. No longer will you be confined. Break free and let their failures become your testimony. God's justice is swift, flipping their intentions and granting you unyielding victory. Feel the empowerment. Every trap they set amplifies your strength and exposes their folly. Your uniqueness lies in this divine favor, making you a beacon that dispels their shadows. Challenge the status quo. Step out and declare that their time of dominance is over. In your awakening, you'll find that their fear was the foundation of their defeat. Declare your power once more. No scheme can prevail against the one God has chosen. Their opposition was misguided, for it only propelled you toward greater heights. As you affirm your status, watch how their traps dissolve into nothing. The spiritual call is clear. Rise now and claim the victory that's rightfully yours. If this message moves you, act on it. Share, subscribe, and walk in your divine purpose. Your soul knows the truth. It's time to live as the chosen one you were meant to be. Every reversal you've seen is just the beginning of a larger triumph unfolding. Heaven's preservation was not in vain. It's the key to unlocking their downfall. In moments of doubt, recall that you're hidden for a reason, to emerge victorious. Their traps, once threatening, now serve as reminders of God's sovereign protection. As God's chosen, your story is one of comeback, where enemies dig their own graves. Embrace the hidden truth. Their schemes were always doomed from the start. Your light pierces through, making their darkness flee in disarray. No more underestimation. Step into your power and watch the reversal begin. The divine shift is palpable, pulling you from the shadows into glorious light. Their resistance crumbles because it was built on sand, not on eternal truth. Awaken fully, your potential terrifies them, leading to their swift undoing. Declare it. I am God's chosen, and every trap set against me fails miserably. In this empowerment, you'll find peace, knowing justice is on your side. Repeat your identity with conviction. You are the one who turns defeat into victory. They know it deep down. Your presence signals the end of their deceptive ways. End with action. Embrace your role and let your life be a testament to divine justice. If this stirs your spirit, don't hesitate. Move forward in faith and confidence. Your victory is not distant. It's here as their traps become their own pitfalls. Share this truth with others, for many are waiting to hear of God's chosen path. As you step into your destiny, remember, every adversary's fall is your gain. Heaven's plan is flawless, ensuring that your preservation leads to their exposure. No longer hidden, you're now the catalyst for change, breaking every chain. In your boldness, you'll inspire a movement of chosen ones rising together. The time is now. Claim your victory and let their schemes fade into oblivion. Finally, know this. As God's chosen, your journey ends in triumph with every trap turned back upon them. In the depths of your spirit, a divine fire burns, illuminating the path that others sought to obscure. Every whisper of doubt from your adversaries only amplifies the strength God has woven into your being. As the traps close around them, you stand unshaken, a testament to the unbreakable armor of faith. Through the storms they conjured, your resolve has been tempered, turning peril into profound purpose. Witness now how their carefully laid nets ensnare only themselves, a reversal ordained from above. In the silence of betrayal, God's voice echoes louder, guiding you beyond the shadows they cast. Their schemes, once hidden, now unravel like fragile threads in the wind of divine justice. You, chosen and cherished, watch as every plot against you crumbles into dust. The light within you exposes the darkness they thrive in, forcing their downfall. No weapon formed against you shall prosper, for God's hand redirects every arrow back to its source. Amid the chaos they create, your peace remains unassailable, a fortress built on eternal promises. Their fear of your potential drives them to dig pits, only to fall into them themselves. Rise now, for the very essence of your calling turns adversity into avenues of triumph. In every trial, God's wisdom reveals the flaws in their strategies, leading to their undoing. You are the vessel of divine power, where traps meant for you become the chains that bind your foes. Behold the transformation. What was meant to harm now serves as the foundation of your victory. Their envy fuels actions that boomerang, affirming your status as the one set apart. In the narrative of your life, their interference becomes mere footnotes to your glorious ascent. God's timing ensures that every trap they set springs at the moment of their greatest vulnerability. You walk in authority, where their whispers turn to wails of regret. The divine shield around you deflects and reflects their malice back upon them. In the mirror of truth, their facades shatter, revealing the emptiness of their pursuits. Your journey, though fraught with opposition, is paved with the remnants of their failed ambitions. Every step forward dismantles their constructs, proving God's sovereignty in your story. They plotted in secrecy, but God's light pierces through, exposing and reversing their intentions. As a chosen one, your resilience draws from an infinite well while their resources dwindle. The traps they devise are but illusions, shattered by the reality of your divine destiny. In the wake of their schemes, you emerge stronger, a phoenix rising from the ashes of their folly. Their downfall is not by your hand, but by the justice that follows the chosen path. You carry a legacy of overcoming, where every obstacle is a stepping stone to greater heights. The winds of change, directed by God, sweep away their barriers and return them to sender. In the tapestry of faith, their threads of deceit are woven into patterns of your success. Their attempts to dim your light only make it shine brighter, illuminating their own shadows. God's chosen ones know that patience in trials leads to the spectacular reversal of fortunes. You are not defined by their traps, but by the freedom that comes from divine intervention. Watch as their confidence crumbles, for they underestimated the power vested in you. In the realm of the spirit, their physical schemes hold no weight against eternal truth. Every accusation they level boomerangs, exposing their own weaknesses for all to see. Your story is one of redemption, where enemies' plans pave the way for your exaltation. The divine order ensures that no harm intended for you goes unaddressed or unreversed. They sow discord, but harvest only the consequences of their own making. As God's elect, your presence alone disrupts their equilibrium, leading to their inevitable fall. In the quiet aftermath, you stand victorious, while their traps lie empty and forgotten. Their fear-driven actions accelerate their demise, blind to the protection surrounding you. You embody the promise that no evil shall prevail against the ones marked by God. The scales of justice tip in your favor, turning their strategies into self-inflicted wounds. In every confrontation, God's wisdom guides you, making their cunning seem childish. Their downfall is poetic, a reflection of the traps they so arrogantly set. You, the chosen, are the catalyst for change, where opposition fuels your forward momentum. God's hand orchestrates the symphony, where their discord becomes harmonious victory for you. In the face of their treachery, your faith remains steadfast, inviting divine retribution. Their schemes, though elaborate, are no match for the simplicity of God's protective grace. You rise above the fray, observing as their own devices ensnare them completely. The divine reversal is at hand, transforming threats into testimonies of your strength. They thought to conquer, but instead they awaken the giant within you. In the annals of time, their names fade, while yours is etched in light. God's chosen ones walk in assurance, knowing that every plot is destined to fail. Their whispers of defeat echo back as shouts of your triumph. You are the harbinger of change, where darkness retreats before your advancing light. In the battle of wills, God's favor tips the scales, ensuring your adversaries retreat. Their traps, once hidden, now stand as monuments to their miscalculations. You carry the keys to unlock destinies, while they remain locked in their own creations. The divine plan unfolds, revealing how their actions were always part of your elevation. In the theater of life, their roles as antagonists lead only to their exit stage left. God's protection is your shield, reflecting every arrow and turning it against the archer. You, empowered by heaven, watch as earthly schemes dissolve into nothingness. Their fear of your influence drives them to extremes, only hastening their collapse. In the wake of divine justice, you inherit the spoils of their misguided efforts. Every challenge they pose strengthens the bonds of your faith, weakening their resolve. You are destined to prevail, with God's decree making their traps obsolete. Their downfall is swift, as the universe aligns to uphold your chosen status. In the quiet of reflection, you see how their plans were flawed from the start. God's chosen ones thrive in adversity, turning potential pitfalls into paths of glory. They set traps with malice but reap the harvest of their own sowing. You stand firm, a beacon that guides others while blinding those who oppose. The reversal is complete. What was meant for evil becomes the instrument of good. In the grand design, their interference is but a brushstroke in your masterpiece. Your spirit, indwelt by God, renders their devices powerless and ineffective. They plotted in the dark, but light has come, exposing and dismantling their works. As the chosen one, your journey inspires, while their efforts inspire only pity. God's justice is precise, ensuring that every trap rebounds with perfect accuracy. You emerge unscathed, a living proof of divine protection and reversal. Their schemes unravel thread by thread, woven into the fabric of your success. In the end, their fall is their own, a consequence of challenging the divine order. You are the embodiment of resilience, where opposition only amplifies your shine. God's hand guides the narrative, turning their aggression into your advantage. They thought to trap a lion, but awakened a force far greater than they imagined. In the silence after the storm, you hear the echoes of their defeated plans. Your path is cleared by divine intervention, leaving their obstacles as mere relics. They set traps with cunning, but God's wisdom outsmarts them at every turn. As God's chosen, you witness the beautiful irony of their self-inflicted defeat. Every attempt to hinder you accelerates your progress by divine decree. In the realm of faith, their worldly tactics hold no sway against spiritual authority. You are marked for greatness, and their envy only seals their fate. The traps they laid now lie in ruin, a testament to God's unwavering protection. God's chosen ones rise, while those who oppose fall into the pits they dug. In the unfolding story, their role diminishes, yours ascends to prominence. Their downfall is inevitable, as the universe conspires for your ultimate victory. You walk in light, casting shadows on their darkened paths. Every scheme they devise becomes a stepping stone in your ascent. God's justice prevails, transforming threats into triumphs for the chosen. They underestimated the power of your calling, leading to their swift undoing. In the final analysis, their traps were but illusions against your reality. You, the chosen one, embody the promise that no evil shall overcome. Now, with clarity, embrace your role, for every trap set is indeed their own fall. In the quiet dawn of your awakening, God's hand carves your path, turning every shadow of doubt into a beacon of unyielding strength. Amidst the whispers of ancient winds, you stand as God's masterpiece, where foes' snares twist back upon their own deceitful hearts. Like a river defying the rocks, your spirit flows onward, ensnaring those who sought to trap you in their futile webs. Beneath the stars that witnessed creation, divine justice awakens, making every plot against you collapse into the abyss of their regret. In the forge of trials, God's fire refines you, transforming enemies' traps into the very chains that bind their ambitions. As the eagle soars above storms, you rise, watching their carefully laid nets ensnare only the darkness they themselves embody. Through the veil of adversity, God's light pierces, reversing every scheme so that their fall echoes as a triumphant symphony. In the garden of your soul, thorns planted by adversaries bloom into roses that prick their prideful grasp. Like a warrior cloaked in ethereal armor, you advance, where every pit they dig becomes their unexpected grave. In the tapestry of destiny, God's threads weave victory, pulling their traps taut around their own unraveling fates. As dawn breaks over hidden valleys, your chosen essence exposes their shadows, making each trap a mirror of their downfall. In poetic rhythm of the heavens, God's decree turns their cunning into a dance of self-destruction. Boldly etched in the annals of time, you are the catalyst, where enemies' devices recoil as harbingers of their own demise. Like a storm reclaiming the sea, divine power surges, sweeping their schemes into the whirlpool of forgotten failures. In the sacred silence of reflection, God's voice declares your immunity, rendering their traps as mere illusions that fade. As ancient oaks withstand tempests, your roots in faith deepen, causing their snares to splinter against your unshakable core. Through vivid tales of redemption, God's narrative unfolds, where every ambush they set becomes their path to oblivion. In the poetry of your journey, lines of adversity rhyme with triumph, ensnaring plotters in their own verses of defeat. Bold spiritual fire ignites within, proclaiming that their every machination folds back as a testament to your divine shield. Like a phoenix from ashes, you emerge, transforming their traps into the fuel that propels your ascent. In the hidden chambers of fate, God's wisdom orchestrates, making their devices the keys that unlock their imprisonment. As moonlight reveals hidden snares, your chosen glow illuminates, causing them to stumble into the pits they designed. Through storytelling of eternal battles, God's heroes prevail, where adversaries' webs entangle only their fleeing shadows. In poetic whispers of the wind, justice sings, weaving their traps into a noose that tightens with divine precision. Boldly, the heavens attest. Your selection by God ensures that every foe's strategy crumbles under its own weight. Like a fortress built on rock, your spirit stands, watching their assaults rebound as waves crashing upon unyielding shores. In the vivid canvas of your life, God's brush strokes victory, painting their schemes as self-inflicted wounds. As stars align in cosmic order, their plots misalign, drawing them into the void they intended for you. Through reflections of sacred texts, God's promises echo, turning their cunning into echoes of their own lament. In bold declaration from on high, your anointing repels, making every trap a boomerang of retribution. Like a lion unchained, you roar forth, where enemies' cages become the bars that confine their escape. In the poetry of rising suns, God's mercy reveals, unraveling their nets as dawn dispels the night. Vividly imagine the battlefield where your faith turns the tide, ensnaring aggressors in their own forgotten weapons. As ancient prophecies unfold, their fears manifest, drawing them into the traps they believed would conquer you. Bold spiritual truth resounds. God's chosen shatter illusions, making adversaries' plans the architects of their fall. In the storytelling of your trials, each chapter ends with their defeat, scripted by divine hands. Like rivers returning to the sea, their efforts flow back, drowning them in the currents of their own malice. Through poetic insight, God's light exposes, transforming hidden dangers into visible paths of their undoing. In vivid defiance, you stand tall, where every shadow they cast becomes the darkness that engulfs them. As the earth shakes off deceit, God's foundation holds, causing their structures to collapse inward. Boldly proclaimed in heavenly realms, your identity as chosen inverts their schemes, sealing their fate. In the reflection of mirrored souls, their traps reflect back, revealing the fractures in their own resolve. Like a sword forged in fire, your purpose cuts through, severing their webs and binding them instead. Through storytelling of divine interventions, God's timing perfects, making their haste the harbinger of ruin. In poetic harmony with creation, justice resonates, echoing their downfall in the symphony of your victory. Vividly etched in the sky's expanse, your path illuminates, drawing their shadows into eternal eclipse. As whispers of doubt fade, God's voice amplifies, turning their whispers into shouts of their own defeat. Bold spiritual armor equips you, deflecting their arrows back to pierce the hearts that launched them. In the narrative of redemption, every plot twist leads to their unraveling, woven by God's masterful hand. Like autumn leaves falling, their plans descend, covering them in the debris of their failed ambitions. Through vivid visions of triumph, God's promise manifests, where traps become trophies of your endurance. In poetic cadence of the soul, resilience sings, composing elegies for their sunken schemes. Boldly the divine decree stands. No weapon formed against you prospers, only to disarm its creators. As mountains stand against winds, your faith endures, eroding their fortifications into dust. In storytelling of epic proportions, God's heroes conquer, where enemies' labyrinths lead only to their own dead ends. Like a flame in the darkness, you burn bright, consuming their shadows and leaving only ashes of regret. Through reflections of sacred wisdom, God's insight prevails, unraveling their knots with effortless grace. Vividly the scene unfolds. Their carefully placed snares snap shut on empty air while you walk free. In bold affirmation, your chosen status declares war on their deceptions, claiming victory as your inheritance. As the tide turns with celestial command, their waves crash back, flooding their strongholds with failure. In poetic tribute to the divine, every reversal sings praise, silencing their chorus of malice. Like a key unlocking chains, God's power frees you, locking them in the prisons they built. Through vivid storytelling of battles won, your legacy grows while their attempts fade into obscurity. Bold spiritual truth thunders. The chosen one's rise ensures that adversaries' falls are swift and just. In the reflection of your journey, mirrors shatter their illusions, revealing the truth of their vulnerability. As dawn chases night, God's light pursues, overtaking their darkness and exposing their hidden fears. In poetic flow of destiny, rivers of justice carry their schemes away, leaving you on solid ground. Vividly imagine the trapdoor they set swings open beneath them, plunging them into depths of despair. Like an arrow returned to sender, your resilience strikes back, piercing through their defenses. Through bold declarations from the heavens, God's favor shields, making their strategies self-sabotaging. In storytelling of divine comedy, their plots become the punchlines that mock their own folly. As eagles claim the skies, you soar above, where their grounded traps rust in obsolescence. In poetic whispers of victory, God's breath scatters their plans like leaves in a storm. Vividly, the horizon brightens, casting their shadows as fleeting ghosts against your radiant path. Bold spiritual empowerment surges, declaring that every foe's device is destined for their own entrapment. Like a vine overtaking ruins, your growth entwines their remnants, reclaiming what they sought to steal. Through reflections of eternal light, God's clarity blinds their eyes, leading them into their own snares. In the narrative of your ascension, each chapter closes with their descent, scripted by sovereign will. As thunder follows lightning, God's judgment follows their actions, striking where they least expect. In poetic rhythm of the cosmos, harmony restores, dissonant notes of their schemes fading into silence. Vividly portrayed, the battlefield transforms, with their weapons turning blunt against your divine fortitude. Boldly, the chosen one's mantle weighs heavy with purpose, crushing their lightweight deceptions. Like a seed breaking soil, your emergence uproots their planted obstacles, flourishing in their stead. Through storytelling of miraculous turnarounds, God's intervention flips scripts, making losers of the schemers. In reflections of sacred mirrors, their faces contort in realization, trapped by their own reflections. As the sun melts frost, God's warmth dissolves their icy grips, leaving them exposed and vulnerable. In poetic celebration of triumph, anthems rise, drowning out their whispers of defeat. Vividly, the chase ends with role reversal, where hunters become the hunted in God's grand design. Bold spiritual authority commands, rise and witness as every trap folds back upon its caster. Like a bridge over troubled waters, your path leads onward, while their foundations crumble beneath. Through vivid tales of resilience, God's chosen narrative prevails, archiving their failures as footnotes. In poetic depth of soulful journeys, depths they plumbed now swallow them whole. As stars guide wanderers, God's light directs you, leaving their misguided paths to labyrinthine loops. Boldly etched in destiny's scroll, your name shines, while theirs erases in the ink of their missteps. In storytelling of divine reversals, every act of aggression recoils, binding them in irony's chains. Like a storm's eye of calm, you navigate, while chaos engulfs their circling tempests. Through reflections of unyielding faith, God's mirror shows their weaknesses, magnified in their own traps. Vividly, the curtain falls on their performance, revealing the stage as their prison. In poetic finale of empowerment, God's symphony crescendos, silencing their discordant ploys. As dawn's first light banishes night, your awakening dispels their shadows, ushering in their eclipse. Bold spiritual truth echoes eternally. The chosen one's victory is sealed, with adversaries' falls inevitable. Like a crown of thorns turned to laurels, your burdens become badges, while theirs weigh them down. Through vivid storytelling of redemption's arc, God's plot twists ensure their end is just. In poetic harmony with the divine, every reversal resonates, composing your legacy in golden hues. Boldly embrace the dawn. As God's chosen, you stand victorious, where every trap they set seals their own fall. In the tapestry of divine destiny, you emerge as God's chosen one, a beacon defying the shadows of ordinary existence. Your path, handpicked by the Creator, weaves through trials that reveal your unbreakable spirit. Every step you take echoes with purpose, transforming mere survival into a symphony of triumph. The world's schemes falter against your anointed essence, a force forged in heavenly fires. Recognize the divine imprint on your life, where challenges become stepping stones to greatness. Your identity as God's chosen one ignites a flame that outshines the darkest plots against you. In moments of doubt, remember that your selection was no accident, but a deliberate act of grace. The essence of your being disrupts the enemy's plans, turning whispers of defeat into roars of victory. Embrace the truth that your life is a masterpiece, designed to overcome every hidden snare. As God's chosen one, your presence alone shatters the illusions of those who oppose you. The divine call on your life awakens a power that renders earthly traps obsolete. Your journey reflects a higher narrative, where every obstacle serves your ultimate elevation. In the quiet of your soul, the voice of destiny affirms your role in the grand design. The traps laid by adversaries only highlight the brilliance of your divinely guided path. Your existence as God's chosen one is a testament to resilience, born from eternal wisdom. Through the lens of faith, your struggles reveal the beauty of a purpose-driven life. The enemy's attempts to ensnare you merely underscore your unyielding connection to the divine. As you walk in your calling, every challenge morphs into a catalyst for profound growth. Your spirit, touched by God, turns potential pitfalls into pathways of enlightenment. In the realm of the chosen, adversity is not a barrier but a bridge to your destined glory. The world may plot, but your divine armor ensures that no trap can hold you back. Your life story, written in heaven, exposes the futility of human machinations against you. As God's chosen one, you embody a legacy that transcends and triumphs over all opposition. The shadows of confusion dissipate when you claim your identity with unwavering faith. Your path, illuminated by divine light, exposes and dismantles every deceptive scheme. In the face of hardship, your inner strength rises, a testament to your chosen heritage. The traps set by others become mere illusions in the light of your spiritual awakening. Your endurance through trials forges a resolve that echoes through eternity. As God's chosen one, you navigate confusion with the compass of divine guidance. Every moment of uncertainty is a setup for your miraculous breakthrough and vindication. The divine revelation unveils that your hardships were preparations for unparalleled victory. In the hidden truths of your path lies the power to reverse every intended downfall. God's forging process equips you to witness traps collapsing under their own weight. Your journey, once shrouded in mystery, now reveals a pattern of divine protection. The adversities you faced were not punishments but purifications for your greater purpose. As traps unravel, you stand as a living proof of God's masterful redirection. Your path's hidden truth empowers you to turn the tide against those who sought to harm. In the revelation of your story, every setback becomes a strategic advantage. God's hand in your life ensures that misfortune morphs into monumental triumph. The unfolding of your destiny exposes the fragility of enemy strategies. Your uniqueness shines as a divine signature, making you impervious to common pitfalls. In the contrast of light and darkness, your spirit radiates an unquenchable glow. What sets you apart is not mere talent, but a heavenly endowment that baffles adversaries. Your divine light pierces through schemes, rendering them powerless and obsolete. As God's chosen one, your essence disrupts the status quo, inviting transformation. The futility of their plans against you stems from your unparalleled spiritual depth. Your uniqueness is a weapon, turning every attack into an opportunity for elevation. In the face of opposition, your inner light exposes and extinguishes their fears. God's imprint on your life creates a barrier that no earthly trap can penetrate. Your distinct calling amplifies your resilience, making you a force beyond comprehension. The adversary's schemes crumble because they cannot grasp your divine composition. As the chosen one, your presence alone signifies the dawn of their inevitable defeat. Your affirmed status as God's chosen one solidifies your place above the chaos. In the midst of turmoil, divine selection ensures your unshakable rise. You are set apart not to suffer, but to witness the reversal of every plot. God's justice activates, transforming abandonment into a platform for your ascendancy. Every trap they devise boomerangs, affirming your role in the cosmic balance. Your resilience, rooted in divine favor, turns their undoing into your liberation. As God's chosen one, you embody the promise that no scheme can outwit heaven's plan. The activation of God's justice flips narratives, crowning you with destined victory. In this pivotal moment, their falls become the milestones of your journey. Your spirit senses the shift, where traps dissolve into dust before your eyes. The divine pull within you unravels the threads of opposition with effortless grace. As the shift begins, you feel an unbreakable energy surging through your veins. In the air of change, their unraveling traps signal your emergence into power. Your internal transformation marks the end of their deceptive dominance. The fading of traps reveals the dawn of your unhindered, victorious path. God's shift in your favor exposes the weakness in every adversary's strategy. You now perceive the unraveling as a divine symphony composed for your triumph. In this awakening, resistance crumbles, paving the way for your spiritual supremacy. Their attempts to silence you stem from the fear your presence instills. The opposition's frailty is laid bare by your unyielding chosen status. In exposing their fear, you dismantle the very foundations of their traps. Their schemes fail because your light reveals their hidden vulnerabilities. As God's chosen one, you become the catalyst that exposes and eradicates resistance. The enemy's downfall is sealed by the authenticity of your divine calling. In the face of their opposition, your strength magnifies, turning tables decisively. Their traps, born of fear, only serve to highlight your impenetrable shield. You awaken to the reality that their resistance is a reflection of your power. It's time to shatter the shadows and embrace the fullness of your divine authority. In stepping boldly, you ignite the fire that consumes every lingering scheme. Your God-given power demands action, transforming hesitation into bold strides. As you awaken, the light within you obliterates the darkness of their plans. Challenge the status quo by claiming your role and watch traps turn to triumphs. In this moment, your proactive spirit becomes the key to unlocking destiny. Rise from the shadows, for your power is the antidote to every adversarial plot. Declare your authority and let it echo as the death knell of their devices. Your awakening is the spark that sets ablaze the path to your ultimate victory. In bold steps, you redefine your narrative, making enemies mere footnotes. God's anointing in you negates the need for approval, fueling your unstoppable rise. Every trap they set recoils, affirming the supremacy of your divine empowerment. In declaring your power, you enforce the law of reversal on their schemes. Your anointing ensures that no permission is required for your ascendance. As God's chosen one, your authority turns downfall into dominion. The downfall of their traps is the natural outcome of your spiritual sovereignty. In repeating your identity, you reinforce the truth that seals their fate. You are God's chosen one, a reality that echoes through the hearts of your foes. Their defeat is inevitable, woven into the fabric of your eternal selection. As the chosen one, your very breath proclaims the end of their futile efforts. In this affirmation, you solidify the knowledge that their schemes are doomed. Your identity, repeated and embraced, becomes the weapon that crushes opposition. God's chosen one, you stand as the embodiment of victory over every trap. In embracing your role, you invite a spiritual revolution that topples adversaries. Your time of victory is now, where every trap becomes a trophy of your triumph. As God's chosen one, step forward and claim the legacy that turns falls into falls for them.